Oh yeah.
Let's go.
We have a good one, right?
I hope so.
I hope so too. Oh, I gotta move the bike back just a little bit.
Move that bike around.
Yeah,
Would
you
you?
have to move yours back a little bit too. Welcome to Smartly Uneducated, everybody. My name is Ben, and I'm your lovely host today, like always. And I'm joined by my co-host, Evan, over here.
Hello, everybody. I am a little bit more on target this episode. Last episode, I was fumbling and bumbling around. Let's see how well I do this time. So here I am. Here I am, loud and proud and in your ear to make a sound.
Oh yeah, that's what
That's my radio voice for you all tonight. But we have a little bit of a heavy one, a little bit of a fun one, just all around interesting. With light of the news and what has been going on in our media these days, we are trying our best to bring an opinion to you that isn't saturated in lies and frustration. Yeah, we may make a mistake from time to time, but we will always correct it. And this one, I do not think is going to have really any mistakes. Just a lot of opinions about what the hell has happened over the past few days
Oh yeah.
with our government and things that have been going on. So
Yeah, there's a lot of things to like kind of recap over just in the past let's just say 48 hours alone. Well, first of all, just the most recent thing that happened, the Trump Zelensky JD Vance smackdown that took place. That was yesterday. That was that was a thing.
yeah, brother, it is.
Yeah, and I know there's gonna be a lot of opinions on this or whatever, but I'm not a fan of Zelensky, and I know there's a lot of different ways you could have interpreted that interaction that took place. And obviously there's a bunch of different opinions on it across the board. But I will say this. I did pick up on the fact that Zelensky came in there like an entitled little turd. And he got a little slappity slap back into where he needs to in his own lane. So I take that as a positive personally, but you know, everyone's got emotions tied to this thing. What do you think, Evan?
Oh, well, I think today is a beautiful, gorgeous day outside.
We got to do some PR right now.
It is, what is it? Oh, it's March 1st today. Yeah, 1st of March. Yeah.
It's your first March, dude.
I thought that it was still February. Today is March 1st. It's Saturday. It is a gorgeous day outside for those of you listening in podcast realm. Whenever we release this on a later date, because we do record this live, and you can always call in anytime. The number is 469-659-7364. Give us a call anytime. But my view on the Zelensky thing is that it probably shouldn't have been on live television. It probably should not have been recorded with cameras. There were definitely talks that needed to happen behind closed doors that when it was put on public display in the room, there was like 100 people in that room.
Yeah, there was.
Which is a little bizarre to have three world leaders chit-chatting together.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
And then everything that happened in the interim, just the massive eruption of emotion between all three parties, definitely, in my opinion, was, again, not needed to be recorded. Not needed to be on television.
I mean, part of me is glad it was, in a way, because I'd rather there be a full, transparent, unfiltered view of something so you can kind of see what's going on. But at the same time, given the circumstances of what's going on with the situation and why he was even there, maybe that should have been a little bit more private.
Yes.
Potentially. Who knows?
Yes.
But I personally think, I personally believe Zelensky is a puppet. He's not, he's a paid guy. That's it. So at the same time, like, this is what the dude wanted anyways. He wanted the cameras.
Yeah.
That he wanted. Yeah, anyways. So I don't want to just jump right into that right at the get-go. So,
well, you're the one that brought it up, brother. You're the one that brought it up.
I know.
It must be a really hard thing for you to want to drop. But
hey,
the matter of the fact that this guy came in here and he was saying that he wanted what Obama gave him and what Biden gave him and potentially what Trump gave him whenever he was first time in office. And he said, no. and he went into pouty baby mode. That's my money.
That's my money,
Give me
dude.
my money.
I want my money.
Where are my guns?
Yeah,
Have you seen the videos of the Ukrainian soldiers driving down the street and capturing young men?
I have.
It's horrifying.
It is.
I have played Risk many times in my life, and I have played a lot of world conquering style games. If you are out of humans or out of material or resources, you usually concede because you have lost.
Yeah.
Much like in Age of Empires, whenever you are unable to keep up with wood production and people production, you lose. And this is what has happened. My man Zelensky wanted with all of his might to stop it from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he got funded, and then people joined, and now they're out of supplies,
Yep.
and they are losing the war, and they're kidnapping their own people, and it is looking really, really bad.
Yeah, it's looking super bad. And the fact that there are videos on I haven't seen many people touched on this, but there's videos of Ukrainian soldiers with Down syndrome. They grabbed the people who are mentally impaired and restricted
Mm-hmm.
and just slapped some gear on them, gave them a rifle, and was like, go on, play. And then I got to see an unfiltered video of some poor bastard who's got Down syndrome sitting in a trench, curled up with his gun, and he's going back and forth between freaking out because he doesn't understand everything that's fully going on around him. And then the soldiers are like cracking jokes at him, making fun of him. His other fellow Ukrainian soldiers. So yeah, no, fuck all of you. The fact that we have to be involved in any of that shit, no. And fuck Zelensky.
The war's over. The war needs to be over.
Yeah,
they have lost.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Sorry that I understand pride, and I understand the need to protect your homeland, and I understand all of that. But you also need to understand when you have lost.
Yeah, no shit.
It's if you say we lost, history will remember you better than the guy who refused to give up.
And and just to play onto it hard, basically yesterday, Trump to Zelensky's face said, "You got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's either you make a deal or you don't, and you fight and you lose because you have no way to fight back. You're out of cards. You have no cards. You're done." And
We're
everyone
not
knows
playing
it.
cards.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, no, it's just like he made a point, slapped him right in the face with it, and yeah.
I think my joke went
ridiculous.
over your head.
No, I heard the joke. I just ignored it because I was talking about something serious.
That's what Zelensky said in the meeting. Trump
I
said
know.
you have no cards, and he says we're not playing cards.
I know. I was choosing not to focus on that. I was choosing.
I thought that was fantastic.
It was funny to watch it at the moment, at that time. But
And he whispered "bitch" under his breath when referring to JD Vance, which is
Yep.
crazy.
It's like, bitch, you better fucking, you short little midget man. Fucking-
Did you hear that he gave the lunch that they were supposed to have with Zelensky to all the staffers that were there?
Wait, what?
Yeah, so whenever they have somebody come in, they buy
Yeah,
lunch and they
yeah.
cater it in, and it makes it a really nice, formal, happy environment where things go well. It went really poorly and really down south that they just kicked his ass out,
Yeah.
and they gave all the catering to the staffers and all the employees that were there.
I'm
and
glad
said,
they kicked him out.
and said, well, since we're not going to eat it now, you
Well,
can eat it.
because one thing to remember, I'm going to play a video here in just like literally maybe 30 seconds. But one thing to remember is that the point of Zelensky being at the White House was to do a negotiation and make peace. That's it. Zelensky didn't want to sign. He didn't want to do anything.
Didn't want peace.
He didn't want peace. He just wanted more money laundering bullshit that he can line his own fucking pockets with. So no. And we already know that's what was happening. Because Biden's bullshit, they were using Zelensky to literally launder money through him, where all the money and shit that was sent to Ukraine, a good chunk of it probably didn't even go to Ukraine and went to other people and went through the shell company or whatever, back to our horrible Biden administration's pockets.
Yeah.
That's basically what more than likely happened. So, and I'm sure a fraction of those billions and billions of dollars went into Zelensky's pocket too. for his like Fashion Nova shit where he dances the music half dressed. I'm sure if you guys don't even know what I'm talking about, he's literally an actor. Go YouTube it. You'll see some really gay shit. Anyways, let's play. I want to play this video, which is quite enjoyable.
Oh, those of you who are wondering, my oven's fixed. By the way, thank you for. Thank you.
But did someone just ask?
No.
Oh,
we got an email the other day about it.
Did you get your oven fixed? Yep. No, he didn't, dude.
I did. I definitely. My oven.
I did. I swear I did. All right. Oh, that was the wrong one. This is it. All right. Let's let her rip.
Have our military equipment. This war would have been over in 2 weeks.
Sorry. Let me start back.
He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners.
sure everybody
We
has
signed
seen
the
this by now.
exchange of prisoners,
Oh, yeah.
but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end.
So he's referring to a time whenever they signed a ceasefire with Russia in like 1995,
Yeah.
and in 2015, Putin said, "To hell with that. We're not doing that anymore."
Mm-hmm.
And then they started fighting and battling, and the battle has technically been going on ever since.
Yep.
I asked my Ukrainian friend about this. He said, "Yeah, and there was a ceasefire in 1993, and Putin decided to break it."
Well, I have some details. I mean, he did break it.
Yeah.
But honestly, he had legitimate
It was,
reason
it
to
was
at
like
that
nuclear weapons and whatnot. I
point. Oh,
understand.
not even just that. I have the whole thing, and I'll break it down.
You think there's a legitimate reason to take someone else's life?
No, that's not what I'm getting at. And I'll give context when we get to it.
Okay.
It would make more sense once I can flesh it out. But anyways.
The destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr.
are not
President, Mr.
strong-
President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this
Have
conflict.
you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
No, come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda
already
tour,
looks
Mr.
mad.
President.
Trump's not
Do you
getting
disagree that you've had
not
problems bringing people into your
I wonder what
military?
kind of news
And do
you
you
get.
think that it's
I will
respectful
answer.
to come to the Oval Office
I
of the
will
United
answer.
States of America and attack
Lots
the
of
administration
questions.
that is trying to prevent the destruction of your
A
country?
lot of
Yeah, I'm going to pause it real quick. Basically, this is my deduction that I took why JD was getting very upset and why it was already building. If you watch this whole thing from the start to beginning, because this is only a 7.5 minute segment of it. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but basically what's happening right here when JD is like getting more and more heated, it's honestly, if you watch it from the beginning, the whole premise of this get together was for peace. It was the whole point was sit down and have peace. That was it. Zelensky wasn't there for it. He just wasn't. So he pulled a Uno reverse card, and then JD and Trump were like, "Oh, Uno reverse card," bitch slap. Anyways,
Double Uno.
yeah, let's play it.
Two questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it
I've
in the
heard that
future.
argument a lot.
God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't know
God
that.
bless. You
Don't-
will not
you
have
gotta-
war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
Yeah.
We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
you're
doing. I'm not
You're
dictating.
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
You
We're
will-
going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the
bad
very
position,
beginning
and he
of the
happens
war.
to be right about
From the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a
Brown,
good position.
I
You don't
was
have
in
the
a-
cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
Right now, you
I'm
don't.
very
Yeah, you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with
Now it's
World War
funny.
III.
What do you
You're
think
gambling
about?
with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And what you're doing is very
Every game of Risk from
disrespectful
childhood.
to the country, this country.
I'm
That's
with
back
all
to
respect to
you.
you.
Far more than a lot of people said
wearing
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting, have
today,
you said thank
even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October.
Oh.
Offer some words of appreciation for.
There. I'm gonna pause it for a
Thank
second.
God.
Just because I mean we could watch this whole thing. Guys, go watch the whole thing.
I'm sure they have.
Yeah, if you haven't though, go look it up on YouTube or anywhere. It's all over X. You can watch the whole thing. It's like what 20 something minutes,
Yeah.
or some shit.
The full interview,
something
before
like that.
and after.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna stop playing that video for now, just because it's that's all I wanted to really show. I was just kind of showing bits and pieces of the heated exchange that happened.
You should play the meme now.
Oh, I don't have it up.
They're playing
Unfortunately, I
Risk.
don't. I know, it was funny as shit. So let me give some context real quick. So he was talking about the ceasefire. So the ceasefire took place, went into effect, right? 1993. Because you decided to pose a question towards me, kind of accusatorily, as if like, oh, are you okay with like killing people? No, we've already talked about
Yes,
this.
we have.
But here's the historical context of the situation in case you don't know the history of Ukraine and Russia and why this has become what it has become. So this is a summary. This is not at a full in-depth. You want a full in-depth thing on it? We can send you links or whatever. We'll post links and posts after the broadcast. But basically, in 93, they had a peace thing. And basically the point of it is that NATO and the West weren't going to be moving their shit over past a certain area. That's it. They didn't want their resources and what makes Russia be able to be fruitful hindered, and then also security-wise, because it's the West and all these other countries that they're not allies with necessarily. So it's like, hey, we don't want to have... We have to think of our defense. We have to think of all these things, whatever. So everyone agreed to this. Well, one of the agreements was NATO would stay the fuck out of Ukraine, and a few other countries as well. Well, then Bill Clinton decided to throw that down the shitter like he did everything else. He's also been to Epstein's Island numerous fucking times and fucked little kids and all that shit. So don't forget about that. Just gonna throw that out there. Fuck Bill Clinton. He's a piece of shit. But let's move on from that point and back to what I'm talking about. So basically, Bill Clinton then signed off a deal where basically it allowed NATO to expand further, all this crap. They ended up occupying all these other countries that were all around Ukraine and moved. Basically, if you looked at the map, you had Russia, and then there was a handful of countries that border Russia going around in this like horseshoe shape. NATO had moved to all those, and next thing you know, NATO occupied everything around and basically cut them off from the Black Sea. And so Russia was like, you broke the treaty. You broke all of this. You know what? Fuck it. We told you guys, don't be putting those missile launchers, because if we went and put missile launchers in in Mexico or in Canada
Or Cuba.
well, that would erupt into war in less than 10 minutes if Russia were to do something like that. Well, America said, we do whatever we want. We're with NATO. NATO says we do whatever we want. So they went and put those things there. And if you corner a dog, well, the dog's gonna bite, because that's the natural instinct. You don't corner a fucking dog. Dog will bite. Well, that's what they did to Russia. And Russia just kind of said, fuck it. You guys don't want to play by the rules? We signed a thing. We held the peace. Fuck it. So they went and did it. Now, does that mean it's okay to go and kill people? No. I don't like how anything transpired at all. But the point is that this isn't like a black and white issue where it's like, oh, Russia's the problem or Ukraine's the problem. No, the problem is NATO.
Yes.
The problem is NATO. That's the heart of this. It's NATO is the issue, and corrupt American politicians.
It's all the NGOs that come together to create a sort of surplus of negative ideals between different countries. Right?
Did I land
Yeah,
that right?
you-
Just
yeah.
summary wise. This is just a summary.
You summarized that very well, very
Okay.
articulate as well.
Thank you.
The
Articulate. Thank you. It's my Guinness. Oh! This is brought to you by Guinness. Guinness, give me a sponsorship, please. I'm part Irish. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, back to you.
yeah, we would love to have some Guinness. Matey. Why did I say matey? What am I, a fucking pirate?
Dude, you growled like a
Arr, matey.
what do you like about to do like a siesta? So stupid.
You know, I didn't get to do any of my news at the top of the at the top of the episode.
Man, well, this is the news, dude. We got so much.
It's totally fair.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Anyways, back to the thing.
I find it very interesting that they kicked him out. I loved the way they handled it. You come in here, you complain about something, you're going to get the repercussions. Who is America? America is a dangerous facility that you don't want to fuck around with. We are very prone to psyop you and ruin your entire infrastructure without even shooting anybody. So
Yep.
if they can keep that in mind, that we can easily just go over there and propagandize the whole world that you are now the enemy, you need to be very careful because we have been known to do that on many, 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 many occasions.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need to worry about being bombed. You need to be worried about cyber warfare and how they can manipulate your masses and the masses of the country to believe a different narrative. Now that the narrative is no longer support Ukraine, support. Now it's, why the fuck are we even doing this?
Yeah,
You need to really tread lightly. He did not tread lightly or intelligently. He came at it in a very, like he was talking to Biden and the Kamala team. And that is what happens when you don't talk to people who are not pushovers and owned by WEF and WHO and CDC and all these different organizations.
Yep.
I wonder what Doge is going to do here. I wonder if they're going to look for any sort of funneling of infrastructure over toward Ukraine and stop it. I know they already have one time, but I wonder if they're going to catch anything else.
Yeah.
Should we move on from this, or is there anything else you want to touch upon? I like that he called him out on not wearing a suit. Zelensky said 3 years ago. Zelensky said 3 years ago that he's not going to wear any other clothes other than his war uniform until the war is over. And he refuses to wear a suit anywhere because of it. You know.
Yeah. No crap.
I can't hate him for sticking to his guns. He's sticking to his validity. I'm not going to wear a suit anywhere I go because we're in war. My people are dying. I'm going to wear this uniform. Well, buddy, they're dying because of you.
I mean, that's not a laughing matter, but it is in the conversation.
The way that I broke it out.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, the way you broke it out. Yeah, for sure. Now, if we are going to move away from the whole Zelensky thing that took place and the whole Ukraine and Russia situation, basically, what you got to witness was an epic smackdown.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. And I'm happy it happened because I don't give a shit. Fuck every other country. At this point, what we should be focusing on, this is just my personal opinion. Opinions are like assholes, everyone's got one.
I don't have one.
So take mine with a grain of fucking salt. But I personally think that we should not be fucking with any other country at all. And don't support any other fucking country. And just focus on our own. Focus on our own people. We have our own fucking problems. We have a whole bunch of stuff we've got to get better at internally across literally every layer. So the fact that this whole narrative of like being pro-Israel, fuck Israel, fuck Palestine, fuck all of those, fuck the whole Middle East. I don't get why we're even involved with any of that bullshit. Stay away from them. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know why. It's because Israel's pretty embedded into our shit. If anyone looks into any of that stuff, it's not even it's not even hidden. Like we literally have people in high-ranking places that are loyal to Israel, not the United States, within our own infrastructure. So, yay! It's great times to be alive. Anyways, let's move on from that. I want to touch on a news thing that happened this past week, and it's very brief, and it's actually about Dan Crenshaw.
Oh, yes.
Yep. I'm just going to play the video right off the bat because I want everyone to see it because it's just him saying the bullshit that, yeah, let's just play it. There we go. Let's go.
Have you ever met Tucker?
We've talked a lot. If I ever meet him.
Turn that down.
So that was it. It was about to go into something else, where it's like some video or whatever. But the reason why I was bringing it up is because Well, he, as you saw in the video just now, that's why it was so loud as well, because, you know, the volume is very low. I wanted you guys to at least hear him somewhat say it. He basically just straight up said on a hot mic that if he ever met Tucker Carlson, he would effing kill him.
Yeah, he would unalive him.
Mm-hmm. And Dan Crenshaw has already been dropping down in the shit list for a while now for me. Mainly because, one, he's been betraying his own fucking brothers in arms. He left, you know, if you don't know anything about Dan Crenshaw, because I'm not going to stay on this, but if you don't know anything about his nonsense, go look into it. Go look into everything about him over the past 6 years. And you will easily find where he literally just turned his back on fellow brothers in arms and other vets, sold himself out, claims that he bitches about not making money, but that dude is doing insider trading or what the fuck ever, he's getting on the cut because he's worth millions of dollars in investments. He's got like, I think it's like, what was the number? I think it was like 6 point something million dollars.
Wow.
That he's made just over the, like, you know, it doesn't matter. And he complains like, oh, look at my salary. It's like, fuck your salary, dude. You're a liar. Everyone, yeah. Anyways, point is, Dan Crenshaw, at the beginning, I was a fan of him. He was was a war hero, and I had a lot of respect for him because of it. And at first, I liked him because he said the right things. But then, I don't know. I don't know when he got corrupted.
I'm not sure much about
know.
him other than the fact that he wants to kill Tucker Carlson and that he's now a millionaire and he used to be he is a vet, but he used to be really pro veterans and pro America. And
Now he's not.
I'm not sure where, like you said, I'm not sure where along the lines things changed.
Yeah. But I mean, that all happened behind the curtain.
Absolutely
knows?
right. Absolutely right. I don't know much about the man to begin with, other than he's missing an eyeball.
He's got that one spectacle, dude.
It's all right. Even if he tried to attack Tucker, he would miss his punches because of his depth perception. I fucked that joke up so bad.
You did.
Damn it! I fucked that joke up.
You messed it
I
up.
stumbled
bad.
over my words.
Here, let me save you. What he was trying to say was, Dan's blind as shit. Is that better?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Along the lines.
Yeah, if I had a laugh track, dude, I would have played it hard right now, like with a lot of clapping. But no, Dan at the beginning of when he rose up into the positions that he is in, I was a fan of him and I had a respect for him. He was basically this war hero. He's a veteran. And he seemed to care about his brothers in arms, and then that slowly turned into completely the fucking opposite.
And
so,
is he a senator? Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's up there in the.
Why is he threatening citizens' lives? If he is so willing to say that, even in a joking
that's
manner,
because Tucker Carlson's been exposing him for a long time.
even in a joking
punches.
manner, to a journalist. That's probably not the look that you want to be putting off as a senator. And if you mean it seriously,
he's pretty much
you should be arrested for a threat.
I've seen people say that basically Dan tanked his career after that, his political career.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He's on the cut. He's going to be sitting in there for a while.
Yes, he will be.
Unless, like, Trump's administration goes and does
unless he gets voted out.
Yeah, unless he gets voted out. But if he's on the cut, he's staying. Because they want to keep people who are willing to take the cut, who will be in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And he's obviously on the cut to some degree. I don't know what degree that is. Who knows? Because it's hard to fucking tell since all the layers of fucking corruption there are in our own government. So I got nothing on that. But moving on,
I'd see it.
I just wanted to bring it up.
I'd watch a PPV of pay-per-view. Yeah, pay-per-view of Tucker Carlson and Dan Crenshaw going at it.
I was about to
in a fight.
I was about to, no, oh
I'm not beating those gay allegations now.
I was about to make a joke because you said PPV, but the way it sounded for a second, it's like, I'm going to PP me. Like, you're going to piss yourself or something. And I was about to try to crack a joke, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that because I was not going to land it just like that. I didn't really land it, but no.
I just love watching all these rats coming out of the woodworks.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're being seen for who they really are. Now that we have somebody saying, "Oh, why did you get $100 million for this project that you never actually finished?"
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're scared now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these people are scared now. Okay, what did you do? Oh, you didn't do anything. Okay, well, why are you fucking here?
Yeah.
And then now these people are complaining about needing to give 5 bullet points for their jobs or else they get fired. Good Lord, if you can't name 15 things you did in a month or a week.
Dude, at my job alone, just this past week at my job, I've had to provide copious amounts of endless amounts of information to a CIO, a COO, a CEO, a president of the company, of the 2 different companies, all within 2 or 3 days. And it wasn't even 5 things. It was I'm not even kidding. It was probably 80 different things. And I had to build out massive spreadsheets and all this crap. And you government cunts. Oh, damn it. I just said the C word. Damn it. I try not to say that word on the broadcast.
On the show.
Yeah. Don't. I'll say any other word. I personally like the C word, but some people don't. Whatever. But the point is that, dang it, I can't believe I just slipped up.
It's very funny.
Thank you. It's hilarious. That was all planned. It was part of my bit. That's the end of my bit.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just kidding. So, but no.
What a way to end it.
I know, right? So, dang it, I lost my spot.
You're talking about the 5 bullet points these federal governments have to make. And
yeah,
now you can
yeah.
list 100 that you did.
Yeah, and it's you government employees who are complaining, who were I can't believe it. Why? Because you're actually having to show that you actually did something to have earned a fraction of your salary that you make. That's it? Oh, well, guess what, buddy? I wish I could take off work and go and be there when you were getting fired and brought out.
I wish I could take off work and go get another job during my job and go from there. We're still recording, so just
it's no big deal. But I wish that, I was able to take off work to go do that, because I would have laughed in all their faces. I'm like, you're pathetic. You don't actually work. You don't work. You don't work. You don't work. Well, what'd you do? You send an email today or you didn't even send an email. All you did was forward an email that was sent to you. So that's what you did to earn your paycheck this month? Come on out, Beck.
I think you and I talked about it. I think you and I talked about it off air, that a lot of these positions and employees that are in federal government are fake.
Yep.
They just make fake social security numbers and fake people, put them in a position, and then all the pay that goes to these federal employees that don't really exist go to a bank account, and that bank account then goes to other individuals. So that we talked about that off air, and I think that that holds a lot of value. If 70% of people don't respond,
mm-hmm.
it's not because they're incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they don't fucking exist.
Yeah. And
they're not real.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that was the next thing I was going to go into.
There's no way that 70% of the company or the government federal employees are like, yeah, no, I'm not going to answer to Elon Musk because he's not my boss.
But yeah, I know I'm going to lose my job if I don't.
So
it means they didn't exist.
Yeah, that means they're not real.
It means it was fake employees. It's all fake. It was money laundering. They were giving people salaries that didn't exist so they could line their own fucking pockets.
Yeah.
Where do you think they're getting the money?
Yeah.
And that's just one of many ways they're laundering it. So,
oh, hey, everybody, you're talking to me still.
Oh, sorry.
Itching my eyeball over here.
Now, granted, that's just what I've deduced from it, because nothing about it makes sense. I'm trying to stick with basic math here. It's the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't overanalyze
You're
it.
gonna kiss me, huh?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. But don't do it. Don't do it, dude.
Resist.
I don't.
The atracine's getting to you. Resist.
They turn the freaking frogs gay. Anyways,
And Ben.
I mean, my theme song did play on the way in here. You know what I mean?
What is it? Shakira, my hips don't lie?
Oh no, I was talking about our actual intro song.
Oh, that's a good song.
Where the butts at, dude? It was from the last episode. It was an inside joke. Actually, it was more of an outside joke.
It was more
because it was recorded. And it's in there. You can go watch it. It's hilarious.
It's an inside out joke.
I have an innie. Well, belly button at least. Anyways, back to you, Bill.
You know what, Ben? We have talked about this on air, off air, while on the phone, in car rides, through text, through phone calls,
Cuddling at night. I
through
know.
airplanes, through smoke signals,
You went right past you.
through while cuddling, while pooping. You gotta stop calling me Bill. You gotta stop calling me Bill.
But it's such a you fit it so well.
Well, Bill, because I get that dollar bill, y'all. I get that.
Get out of here. You broke, dude. You're just as broke as me. Anyways, so moving on.
where were we?
Let's move on. I want to talk about Epstein.
Yeah, we kind of
have all the documents up here. We got a bunch of documents. What I find, obviously, do you want to start this one out?
Sure.
You want me to? You go.
I'll take it. So as we all know, Pam Bondi and the federal government have been trying to release the Epstein files. And as we all know, they have been released. Only to our dismay, it was an absolute and utter catastrophe.
Absolutely not a damn thing in it. Nothing, Burger. Dude.
Unbelievable that they refused to give addresses and old addresses and old phone numbers of all these individuals who were on the flight log.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid we find out that these pedophiles and these rapists were, living somewhere. God forbid.
Living somewhere close to you, too.
Yeah, God forbid
know?
we now know that the Prince Harry doesn't actually live in the castle. Oh, no. Well, they released all these documents. They're all blacked out. It says for the security of the individuals, the perpetrators, the flight log. Now, granted, I do not believe that everybody on this flight log has taken interest in children. I do not think that every single one of them diddled kids.
Yep.
I do think a large majority of them probably did.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not think everybody did. They
but
released...
They may not have done it to little kids, but they did it to people who are enslaved in basically sex slavery.
Correct.
So,
Sex slavery, sex slaves, and the like.
Trafficked poor bastards.
No matter what, you probably shouldn't have gone to Epstein Island, because I guarantee the word has gotten out between the elites of the world. Hey, if you go to Epstein Island, you're going to have a good old time like they did with Diddy. There was a video of LeBron James saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party. They're all talking about this shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're all conversing stories and what the craziest thing happened there behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
And if your compatriot, your friend in the industry is like, yeah, we're going to Epstein's Island next week, you're probably like, hey, I've heard about those stories. You really shouldn't do that.
Yeah, well, guess what? You brought some receipts with you.
I sure did.
You did. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys something. Well, first, I want to show... Can I pull up the redacted?
Yeah. Show the one that Pam Bondi released.
This is the one that Pam Bondi released. I think it's this one.
To the influencers who were waving it around like they just won the fucking lottery.
God,
I
wanted to punch all of them in the
I
face.
cannot believe that they called people into the offices and released this. Just names and black squares.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, look at it, guys.
They could
Names
have
and black
easily
squares.
released this on the official website. It is mind-boggling to my little peanut brain.
No, it was
that
a dog and pony show.
That they didn't just put it up on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid they make an X post on the WhiteHouse.com or .gov website, and boom, now here's all the documents. No, we got to give it to all these individuals that have million-plus subscribers because they need a cash grab. No, this was a fucking distraction.
Yep, it was. And, well, here, let's show the unredacted version.
Oh, yeah, guess what? Because 4 years ago, they released the unredacted documents.
When he was arrested. Or when he got taken in,
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah, when he got taken
Yeah,
in, they got all the evidence, and they photocopied everything and put it all on the internet.
So let's
and
look
said,
at...
hey, look at this.
Mm-hmm. And here, look at this. Look, there it is.
Yes.
What we were just looking at. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. See how there's all these names on here, right?
Go find the actual one that's circled here. I can pull it up.
Yeah, let's see here. But no, so like right here, look at this. You've got names.
It's on page,
this is unredacted.
Page 13 is the one that is squared. So if you go to the redacted one that Pam Bondi released, page 13, you'll see the exact side-by-side comparison right there.
Yep.
So there's the name, there's the boxes, and then go to the boom. There you go.
There you go.
So
you're welcome. That's the unredacted, and that's public. You can go get it. You just have to go look for it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is type in Epstein files, flight log, and it's gonna pull up.
Yep.
It's super easy.
Yep, there it is. Look at that. And
What-
then we have another one here. This is, I think it's page 19.
Yes.
And would you look at that?
Oh, look, more names.
More names. So, you know, the unredacted versions exist, and if they try to say that they don't, at some point in time, they're full of shit.
It's absolutely asinine. I get that they're like, we want to protect their identities. Why?
Yeah. But, you know, what's really interesting, I mean, I'll bring it back up when it's relevant, but, you know, we do have the evidence list.
Yeah, the evidence list is absolutely damning and absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing.
It is a 3-page document that is in tiny text. Camera's still on you.
I know.
Tiny text. The things listed on here are quite horrific whenever you get actually close to them. One of them here says,
I got it up.
yeah, on the first page, fourth one down, one CD labeled "Girl Pics Nude Book 4."
Which line is it?
Line 4.
This one right here. Oh, it does not like that.
Yeah, no, you can't really highlight on it, unfortunately.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't work well.
But yeah, it's this one right here. If you can see my cursor, it's right this line. It's really weird.
There's a lot of evidence on here that is kind of gross. There's a lot of sex toys, which I get. People use sex toys. That's okay. But in the inferring of what happened on this island and then the plethora of toys they found is disgusting. They found cameras. They got loads and loads of flash drives that are maxed out, 32 gigs and plus.
Yeah, like, if you guys go through this list, I mean, it's...
This one here says, I don't know what one red rope means.
Yeah, I saw that too. I've seen it
That's on
few
a
different
lot
times.
of them. So this one says, one red rope containing a highly confidential responsive material that includes nude and semi-nude photos. Confiscated and are being processed by a company called CART. C-A-R-T.
Yeah, like, look at this one. So this one says, red rope containing 12 Polaroid photos, one folder labeled Sue,
Yeah.
containing various photos and CDs.
Yeah. So the evidence list is incredibly damning in its own right. And if I feel absolutely awful for the individuals who have to go through this shit. Imagine being the FBI agent or the CIA agent or whoever they have going through these hard drives and flash drives and photo albums and seeing the deplorable, apprehensively disgusting things they're seeing on here.
And then one says, right here, it says a 2-page handwritten letter, Stephen D. Small. I'm curious about what that is. I'm curious about all of it, really. I have no idea, but and then it says one red rope containing 2 photos of female buttocks.
Stephen D. Small is an anesthesiast.
Wow, look. One red rope containing a vibrator, 3 butt plugs, 1 set of cups, 1 dildo, 1 leash, 1 box of condoms, 1 nurse cap, 1 stethoscope. Stethoscope, damn.
You laugh, but who was that
Stethoscope.
used on?
I know, right? Stethoscope.
This
Wow.
stuff is
It's all fucked up.
horrific. I couldn't imagine the lives that have been destroyed because of
Holy
these individuals.
Look at this. So, wow. Look at all these. So these lines, if you can see my cursor right now, all of these right here, this whole section, it says one red rope containing 1 Seagate path, 100 hard drives, 100 hard drives, 100 hard drives, 100 hard drives. That's where the tea is, everyone.
Absolutely.
It's in these drives. And the CDs and
there's
things
a
like
few there's a few 1 terabyte hard drives as well.
Yep, and then there's Cruiser Guide, 32 gigabyte USBs. I know you had
loads
mentioned,
of computers. There's
Yeah.
loads of computers. Like maybe 15, 20.
Oh my gosh.
A stuffed dog. I don't understand that one, but
And it's Skittles.
they,
He drowned in the ocean.
they come over to here, they kick my dog.
They kicked my dog. But no, it's wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, they even gave the IMEI number.
Yeah,
A black
I know.
phone with IMEI number. They gave it. Oh my goodness. Then you got an iPad serial number on here for DLXQ. I love how this is public because if anyone turns those devices on,
You can get in.
you could find them. Just having that solves part of your puzzle. It's really weird.
I wonder why they put that out there. Even the computers, they have the serial numbers on them. There's a silver MacBook labeled JE Big Laptop, black bag. And here's a serial number for the laptop, W891111772QT. So,
Oh, look at this. One red rope containing photo album of girl and Epstein. Hence the word emphasis on girl.
not woman.
Not woman.
Or female.
Or female. Girl means underage, more than likely. That's what I would assume.
I like the one here that says 2 photos of female buttocks.
Just so random.
Just 2 butts.
Just 2 butts, dude. But no, anyway, so that's yeah, and then the flight logs are in there, but the flight logs are a bunch of nothing. I mean, the flight logs can be actually quite misleading because you could see a name in there, and if you decide to associate it with Jeffrey, like as if they're like part of his clientele, you actually get completely wrong because there are a handful of people throughout the 90s and even going into the early 2000s that didn't know anything about Epstein. They didn't know that side of him. They didn't know that him and Maxwell did all those things. They had just built a business relationship of some form or whatever it was, and it was unrelated to these horrific things. And then all of a sudden they find out, but they've ridden on his plane because they're like, oh, here, just take our private plane and fly. We'll have our pilot drop you off over there.
Absolutely.
I think I know why they were doing that. They were just building, PR.
Yeah.
With those people to maybe potentially make them become clients, which means make them become clients and then you have leverage over them. So some people figured it out and they're like, we already know that Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago when he realized that he was in the little girls.
Yes, he did. He kicked him
and
out.
that was on the media, just so you guys know, back in the 90s. Trump, it was literally in the news. Trump was like, get the fuck out. He literally kicked him out and had nothing to do with Epstein ever since. When he found out, basically he was like, I have a feeling you're into stuff that's not okay. Out. And then same goes for like RFK Jr. I mean, he's openly talked about it. He was like, yeah, we've ridden on his jet before. I mean, he wasn't present, but they rode on his jet back in the early 90s. And then when they learned who he was or started to learn or hear rumors about it, they're like, yeah, what? We're not associating with you anymore. That's horrible, if it's true.
Why wouldn't you come out and say, hey, this guy here is doing really bad things. We should look into him.
I don't know if anyone had any evidence. That's the hard part. That's the weird part for me.
I don't know about you, but if somebody says, hey, I have this weird fetish and I do bad things.
Well, Trump actually blew the whistle on that.
Yes, he did.
He openly said it.
Yes, he did. But hey, if all of these people were able to go on here and realize that he's a bad person doing bad things, wouldn't you want to call the police and start opening up investigations on your own behalf because you don't want to be affiliated with it? Like, yes. I don't know about you, but if I found out that one of my friends is doing really bad shit like that, I'm going to call the police.
Well, true.
And I'm going to be like, hey, y'all might want to do a wellness check and check on this guy.
True. But consider this, the fact that he had, one, Epstein was wildly connected
with
he had
senators,
police, you name it. He had power and control, and he could do whatever he wanted. And now he may have been a puppet himself to some degree, who knows? But he had a way to cause problems.
And we may never know.
And from what I understand of some of the people who have, basically said, yeah, this is why I distance myself. It really, some of the people just come across as like, yeah, I didn't know if it was true. But the fact that someone I did trust was telling me that, I was like, what? Well, I trust you. I've known you for years. And if you're telling me that this person does that, get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely
why is no one
right.
doing this?
Absolutely
And they're
right.
like, well, it's kind of hard when there's no fucking evidence.
It's also kind of hard whenever he owns the government and people in it, like the Obamas and the Bushes and the presidents of the United States. So it's difficult to prosecute somebody who owns you, who owns the world. This guy had so much dirt on so many people that the only way that anybody could have got away with it is by killing him. So he had to go. And now they're still holding on to the files and still not releasing them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all
They
messed up, dude.
this is one of the worst things that the Trump organization and his team has done so far. They absolutely biffed this one.
Oh, yeah. I like how you put it best earlier. The statement. Like how this could have been avoided. I'm talking about the nothing burger coming out, all these things.
Oh, yeah. So instead of releasing a document that was redacted and isn't the full picture, Bondi could have came out on a national video. I mean, Pete Hegseth does it every week, trying to be transparent. He releases a video of everything that he's working on and trying to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Bondi could have easily taken a selfie video and been like, hey, guys, we don't have the full documents, and I don't feel right releasing this yet.
Yeah.
I want to give you all the best evidence and factual statements I possibly can. Instead, she said, here's this shit.
Yeah.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
She was saying leading up to it, I've got the Epstein files on
I
my
know.
desk, which means you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
You're a fucking liar.
Or she was being misled by somebody else too, right? So
well, she said she had eyes on them.
yeah.
So that
and
means,
it could have been the ones that she
you know.
released, right? The Epstein files could have only been the flight log to her knowledge. You have to give them a benefit of a doubt first, right? Innocent until proven guilty, right? And but the second she found out that there were more documents, she did say, "Hey, the FBI has been withholding them. Now that my friend Cash Patel's here, we were able to get them out." So on and so forth. There should have been a video saying, "Hey guys, this one sucks.
This one
This one sucks. Sorry, biffed it. I've been working on other things like getting Mexican cartel drug lords here and all this stuff. Do you see all those guys that were flown in on the Mexican plane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I did.
pretty cool.
It's
But-
pretty tight.
Biffed it. Really messed this one up. You lost a lot of respect in a lot of people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
This easily could have been a website link
Yep. It could
on
have been.
anything. And just like, hey guys, this is what we're releasing. I'm sorry. I messed up, but I promised you something. Here's something. We are still working on getting it. Instead, they got influencers and lied to the people. It
Yep.
is not a good look.
And-
Not a good look at all.
I'm going to say something about transparency.
Can't see it.
If you're going to be transparent, if the word disclose, hate you so much. Hate you so much right now. Can't see it. Well, no shit. I hate you so much. But no, like with disclosure in general and in transparency, all of it. If you're going to be honest about something, well, then you're actually honest, which means, like, for instance, the Epstein files, if they had everything, right? Let's say they get everything. Let's say Pam Bondi gets it. No, what needs to happen is they put just not giving it to a group of people first. No, if it's all about exposing truth, if truth is really the main motive, then you put it up immediately for everyone to see in one place, not fucking to a group of dumbass influencers who are retarded, like the dumb bitch that was in there, and also DC whatever Drano. Yeah, I hope you drink some Drano, you fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
You just did a Dan Crenshaw thing there.
I just said no. I didn't. I didn't say I was gonna kill him. I said you go drink some Drano. He looks dumb enough to drink it. Probably tastes good. Try it. I don't know.
It smells sweet.
I mean, you know, if you ever spill antifreeze on the ground in your driveway or something, you don't want your dogs to drink it because your dogs will come up and start drinking it. They will because it smells sweet. So they'll come over and start licking it. It's what that's what it does, and dogs will do it. Well, you don't want them to do that. Well, Drano don't got no sniffer like a dog does, and he's probably gonna walk over and goes, "Wow, I like them colors on the ground. I want me to take a little lick."
It sure does smell good.
And no, that was not a Dan Crenshaw moment. Dan Crenshaw, that would be like, I would literally have to be like, "Oh, I want to kill this guy." No, I have no desire to do that. I just think you're retarded. You're dumb enough to probably drink Drano though. So, tell me how it goes. Anyways, moving on from that. But no, if it's true transparency, this is all a dog and pony show. If there's transparency of any kind, I'm talking about for everything that they claim they're going to be transparent about, just let it out. Now,
Is the
there's another thing.
Is the phrase "dog in a pony show" or is it "dog and pony show"?
Maybe both. Depends on what kind of party you're going to.
Because if I put a dog in a pony show, I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, you're gonna lose, dude. But no, basically, I forgot what I was about to say. There was something I was gonna add. I don't know,
something about the awful investigations they've done and how they are really losing the interest and benefit of the public in this moment.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just making the point that if you're actually going to be, have real disclosure, have real transparency, well, you just release it. You put it in one spot,
It's simple.
drop it all right in there, everyone to see. Boom.
It's such a simple concept, right?
It is. And I just remember what I was going to say. I just remember. It just came back to
You're
me.
welcome. That's what I'm here for. All
So
day.
one of the things that with the whole transparency kind of concept and all that talk, damn it, I just lost it.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm
I
here.
hate you
I'm here
so
for it all
much.
day
I just
long.
hate you so
That's what
much.
I'm here
Anyways,
for.
there you go.
Here you go, Bill.
I didn't say it that time.
Yeah. Anyway, if you want to tell people the truth, you just fucking say it. You put it out there. You put it on a website. You put it on a group chat. You just release it. You don't hold restraints to things. I don't buy groceries and be like, well, I didn't get the grapes, but I have the grapes in my car still. I don't do that.
Okay. I just remembered what I was going to say again. Let me say it. So another thing I have thought about and considered is, if you think about it, I don't believe Trump and his administration, they've been planning their shit since before they even got into office. They put together their team.
They had 4 years.
Yep. They planned it because they knew after everything he went through and anyone else affiliated for the past 8 years, basically, he knew how corrupt and vile they were willing to go. And he was like, okay, I got to think ahead. I got to play a very good game of chess. And not even just regular chess. He's basically playing 4D chess because of how deep, the deep state is.
That's
and
the argument, right? That's the argument I've heard many times.
But it is something, it's still it's a decent possibility that what we're actually seeing is a game of chess going on, and there are cards being kept close to the chest by the Trump's administration, and them releasing what they're doing and how they're doing things may actually be part of their plan to throw off the people that they're trying to expose.
I hope so.
It's entirely possible. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. So far, I'm not enjoying it.
So far, nothing.
Because I'm not getting anything.
So far,
out of
nothing really has happened. There's been a lot
Yeah.
of talk and a lot of. I take that back immediately. Some things have happened. They've released a lot of money. They have stopped the outro of money from the American taxpayer.
Oh yeah.
They have stopped. They have done that for the money in the law in a huge amount. It's absolutely baffling how much money they have saved us. But other than that, I haven't really seen much going on.
I haven't either.
They said they're going to release all these documents. Nothing's really happened. They're going to put tariffs. The only thing they've done so far is threaten tariffs.
Yeah.
Then nothing's really happened yet. You got to remember,
Yeah.
we're still super early in this, though. There can be a lot of shit happen in the next 4 years. Also, next year is America's birthday. I'm excited for whatever the hell they're going to throw around the country for that.
Yeah, isn't there? He's bringing back the World Fair, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely.
dude,
That's
they
going to be
haven't done that.
exciting, dude.
Hey, last time there was a World Fair, we had a serial killer. He was killing people in that building.
Yes, he was.
And he had all the shoots and stuff, and he was like, he was getting away with it.
Sweeney
Let's
Todd.
hope that doesn't happen this time around at all.
I'm excited for what's going to happen.
Because
at
the serial
World
killer
Fair.
would probably be this deep state.
It's going to be in Iowa, right?
They're going to set up a bunch of hotels. It's all going to go down to underground tunnels where there's a meat facility plant down there, and it's getting packaged, and poop, they're getting loaded up into the back areas of Walmart. Congrats.
Well, that's
a conspiracy
that's
right there.
that's how they that's how they feed you at McDonald's, buddy. You're eating human meat, dude.
Yeah.
You better watch out whenever you see the homeless man disappear on the corner because he's going back into the McDonald's fryer, dude. And now we're eating it all up, dude.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I'm back. I lost myself there for a moment, y'all.
Hell yeah, dude.
Where am I?
I don't-
Where
dude,
where
you're
am
sitting
I?
right there, dude.
Whoa, no.
Oh no, dude. Oh no.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
you bring
Kool-Aid, man.
that fucking Kool-Aid man in here. I'm gonna be pissed. Anyways,
Built this wall on rock and roll.
yeah, no crap. The when it comes to the World Fair and like all that stuff, and you brought up the homeless going missing and the food, human DNA and stuff, like remains being found in McDonald's food. Well, there is something that I don't see people really talking about all that much anymore, is that There is actually now it's technically a conspiracy, but there's videos that you can find. I mean, people upload this stuff because there are people who still investigate it personally, like private journalists, and where they'll set up, like in L.A. LA's a perfect example because that's where a lot of the videos I've seen have come out of, where they set up like they'll go to one of the buildings that was like an old hotel, whatever, and they'll doll it up and be like, this is for like homeless and this is for like give them a place to go take a shower. Literally put it up, thousands, like dude, the place is packed full of homeless people. All of a sudden by morning, the whole place is empty. There's no staff, nothing. Yep. Everything's been gutted. It's gone. What happened to all the homeless? And the homeless people that you saw, all the droves that went in there, they're all fucking gone. They're not back out in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But then another video I saw surfaced of the same night when all these people were going in there. It was the same like evening or afternoon. Well, it's weird because they had the back of the building and that whole block behind literally walled off. They put up like giant like 10, 12 foot or 15 foot chain link fences with that stupid, it's like that wrap they put over it so you can't see through the chain link.
The construction wrap.
And they had Greyhound buses in the back. And there was a video. I have not seen this video surface in like 2 fucking years or 3 years. I think the last time I saw it was like maybe 2018, 2019. And it's a real fucking, they were recording it from their balcony. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? They noticed that people were, well, they didn't say people. They did say people, but what they were seeing is they were like, holy shit, what is that? Is that like body bags? And they zoomed in on the camera and you can see, because they're going like, they have a view that's in between these 2 little gaps where you can actually see right at a decent angle to where you can see something's getting carried through, and a lot of it. And it looks like body bags being carried by the same staff members. They're wearing the staff clothes.
Yeah.
And that's the same place that in the next morning it was completely vacant out. There was no staff, no nothing, and the barriers were all taken down. And they were it was all getting loaded up into these buses. Something tells me there was a slaughterhouse. They were killing a bunch of fucking people.
I'd say so.
That's what it sounds like to me, because there's been a lot of other things surfacing over the past several years about, how do I say this without causing problems? Basically, we may all have been eating human pieces of people, no matter where we shop for food.
And it was delicious.
Dude, that T-bone still tastes like a T-bone, so I'm just saying. But no, seriously though, it is that is like a rabbit hole, and it's almost like I would say it's not as mysterious, but it deserves just as much attention as the missing 411 type narrative, because the missing 411 is a very real fucking thing, and if you do any kind of like decent research into it, like let's say you just spent an hour going through a handful of missing 411 cases, they're disturbing as fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super disturbing.
Especially that video of the homeless guy who was sitting outside of one of these facilities that were holding all of the homeless for the night.
Yep.
And he's sitting there curled up with his dog. And he says, I'm not going in there.
Mm-hmm.
Those people never come back.
Yep.
This is not the first time it's happened.
And that's not the first homeless person to say that too.
That video is eerie.
And they dismiss them too.
Yes, they do. Every time they're like,
because they're
oh,
homeless.
he's crazy. He's homeless, crazy guy.
He's homeless. Look, he does drugs.
And sometimes they are not druggies. They're just down on their luck. They lost their job and couldn't pay their bills, so they got kicked out of their house.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Be careful of what you're eating. I'm glad RFK Jr. is in our office, because you need to be going to local farms, local markets, buying locally. Do not trust what they're putting in your food, in your meat, in anything, even in your laundry detergent. And Tide is a big problem in itself. So be very careful what you're using. It's this big scary world out there, and they're trying to kill you.
It is scary. Not.
But then you come. But then you come hang out with us, and we tell you these stories.
We're having a great time.
And we try to be as lighthearted as possible. Tell you some jokes. Tell you some fun.
I will say today we're not really on our normal point A game when it comes to.
I'm way better than I was last week, brother.
Dude, you were tripping over your words last week.
So were you.
Should have saw me like 20 minutes before we started this live broadcast. I literally went. and then it just blah.
Can I share you with some articles that I found yesterday?
Sure.
There's one that is very brief, but I think you'll get a kick out of it. But before we get there, thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. Thank you all so much for making it this far. If you're still hearing the sound of my voice, if you're still listening to us, I see y'all over there in the podcast world.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, subscribe, all that stupid stuff you hear all the time from everywhere else.
Yeah.
Leave us a review. It honestly really does help a lot.
Yeah.
Tell us that we suck. Leave us 5 stars saying you suck. Or 5 stars and says Evan's gay. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just leave a review. 5-star would be hilarious.
Or just put or like something where it's like Ben's the butch and Evan's the bitch. There you go. That's a good one. No?
Or you can say thank you to David Southerner and Dustin Beck for the use of our theme song. The Ship of Theseus is the name of it. It is an absolute slammer, banger, clapper, ass slapper. Very good song, very fun to listen to and hang out with. Thank you to Bad Cat Studios up there in North Carolina for some of our bumpers and visual cues. Big shout out to everybody who is listening, following, and liking us. Send us an email at smartlyuneducated@gmail.com. It is a real email. It is
real.
very real. We receive them all the time, especially the person who asked me about my oven. But anyway, enough of that shit. I had to get the plugs in. Thank you all for sticking with me there.
So
There is
there you go. There I was waiting for that.
I was
news
giving you a
article.
soft pause, a soft break, soft pause, a cut in between,
Dude, we do it hard here. Come on.
We're raw dogging this one, dude.
Oh.
So the Irish Times released a newspaper, and the Irish Times oftentimes release funny papers, that says the Israelis made a stink bomb not smelly enough to deter Indian protesters.
What? Why did my brain just hurt?
Yeah.
Why
You had a hard time getting that one, huh?
it just like I got like halfway through and all of a sudden like I felt the fuse. So it's like someone just reached in my head and went, and I was like,
It's just turned off.
yeah, dude. I just went. It's like
Ben's a robot.
you know.
That's it, everybody. Ben's a robot. He's the worst. I'll tell you again. He's the worst robot.
Great drugs. Wait.
What?
Dude. Nah. Well, you know, have you ever wondered,
We're just gonna skip past
hey,
that.
let me ask the audience something. You guys no, I'm going to ask Kevin. Do you know why skeletons fight each other though? You ever seen skeletons fight?
Because they're trying to bone.
No, it's cuz they don't have the guts, dude. That's why they don't fight.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
dude.
That's good.
They don't got the guts, dude.
Good.
Oh, dude.
That's so good.
I did tell my wife that she should start embracing her mistakes the other day, and then she gave me a fucking hug. So there's that one.
Well,
too,
at least
dude.
she likes you. At least she knows she's there for the keeper, long haul.
Yeah. I also, you know, when I was a kid growing up playing piano, I always played by ear, but eventually I just played with my hands. So
Yeah, I played myself too. Where
inappropriate, Evan.
where are you getting these jokes? Did you ask Grok?
Right on top of my noggin, dude.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Cancer? I don't know. March? Right? In the Pisces, dude, they're fish.
Huh? That one is that an astrology joke there? That one went over my head.
I don't know.
But in a
I only know 25 letters of the alphabet, though. And I don't know why.
what happened to the other one?
I don't know why. There you go, dude. You following me now. Yeah, dude, you're feeling it. You're putting it down. Anyways, keep going.
In a completely yeah, go ahead.
How do you get 4 gay dudes sit down at a bar? This is an old one,
Flip
man.
the stool over.
Yeah, dude, you flip it right on over.
Yeah, that was only 3. Okay.
I was like, oh shit, I don't know how to count. 4. Like, shit. Anyways.
So in a serious news article, a quantum computer startup. Let's hear that out. Let's hear that again. A quantum computing startup. So some dudes are sitting around like, you know what, dude, I can figure this shit out. Let's create a company, a little startup company for quantum computing.
Man, no shit.
Says it is already making millions of light-powered chips.
What?
Yeah. So they're creating chips that go on your computer that are powered by light. They're called photonic quantum computing chips. They use photons in order to run. It's much like our friend Greg Vesna, whose buddy created a engine that runs on light.
Mm.
Do you remember that talk with him?
Yeah.
So it's much like that. These guys they call it, well, the company is called Psi Quantum, PSI Quantum. They bursted out of stealth mode, quote unquote, as they refer to it in 2021, saying that they're going to create all sorts of crazy shit. And they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And it's probably because that quantum computer they have broke up with their girlfriend.
How did it know?
Well, because once the girlfriend looked at the quantum computer, it changed states. Come on, dude, that's great.
It's a good one.
Hell
It's
yeah,
a good
dude.
one.
Thank
It's a
you.
good one. It changed states.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's gonna fall out the chair, boy.
Hey, dude.
We gotta put a seatbelt on that thing.
You like my little
Put a
fist
seatbelt on
pumps
that
action?
thing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm retarded. Keep going.
we all know.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I don't even deny it. Anyways, keep going.
They found secret tunnels that were underneath an Italian medieval castle that were drawn by Leonardo da Vinci. Cool shit.
Yeah, is that kind of like the restaurant on the moon and stuff? It's got great food, but no atmosphere.
Okay, guys.
Dude, my dad jokes are back, dude. Normally you got the dad jokes. Dude, I came locked and fucking loaded. I don't know why I did that gesture, but dude,
We gotta put a seatbelt on that thing.
dude, I'm feeling goofy.
Everybody,
right
feel
now.
free to call in. That's 469-659-7364. Hit us with your stupidest dad joke or just whatever you want to talk about. Truly, come on,
Yeah,
come on with yourself. Do you see that the Epstein house in New York is up for sale and you can go walk around it like a museum?
What?
Yeah,
So you're saying we can go?
we can go to it. There's videos. A real estate agent took photos of it and like showed it to the world.
I don't know if I want to go in there, dude.
Why
I mean,
not?
I kind of do. It'd
I'd
be
go
like
in there.
playing Clue, dude, in real life. Only instead of a murder, it's like, where did the rape happen?
Oh God, where did they put the children?
Oh, I mean, this is like Clue rated X edition.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
I'm showing up dressed up as fucking Sherlock Holmes.
I've shown up as an FBI agent.
You can be the butler.
No.
Wait, I'm pretty sure the butler was in on it with Epstein. though.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Wasn't Epstein's butler his wife?
I don't know.
Fuck it. I don't know.
Wait, you fucking the maid? You never mingle. You
no.
never mingle with the help bin. That's the first rule. You never mingle with the help.
You never mingle with the help. Oh,
That's how I know he didn't come from money.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, me either. Don't worry.
Yeah. Dude, that's just as bad as like
Fucking hell.
why
I muted him.
dude, that's like as bad as why melons don't have weddings.
Why don't they have weddings?
Because they can't elope.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Dude. We got you, dude.
Wait, wouldn't they only have weddings? Because they can't elope?
Ruining my jazz, dude.
You missed the joke.
This is just as bad as that time that I asked my dog what 2 minus 2 was. And he fucking said nothing back to me. He just looked at me and he did his whole like curl lip thing going, and I was just like, do you understand me? And then he just like went,
Then he shit in the house.
yeah, he just went and started chewing on his dog toy. I was like,
whatever.
I was like, well, I guess I can't talk to dogs after all. Everything I know about my life is a fucking lie. My mother lied to me growing up. She told me I was the dog whisperer.
Yeah, a little bit.
Turns out I wasn't.
Yeah, a little bit. You can talk to doggies. Go over there and talk to the dog.
I know. Most times she would send me upstairs to my room, but I didn't like going upstairs because I didn't trust them. Because they're always up to something. Get it? Get it? Because they're always up to something.
That's good. That's
Get
good.
it? Hey, dude, I'm right here. I gotta stop. I'm like, I don't know why, but it's like, I have to make dad jokes right now. Maybe it's because we talked about serious stuff earlier. You know?
Yeah, you gotta make it light, huh?
Yeah, dude, I'm making it ultra light. I'm making it dad light.
Did you see the new sweater-wearing Neo Gamma android? That's a hell of a sentence, right? The sweater-wearing Neo Gamma android is the first household robot that you can buy.
Really? And wait, when did it come out? Did we cover that one during the robotics and AI?
We talked about the 1X, the company 1X
Yeah, the
that was
1X.
making them, but
Okay.
now they're making it to where you can go buy them and they actually work. They'll do your chores. It can wash your clothes. It'll serve you tea. It'll fix picture frames, make sure they're all even. It'll carry your laundry. It'll hover and not hover. It says Hoover.
It's a Hoover vacuum?
Yeah, it'll
More like the Hoover.
it'll vacuum.
Dam.
It'll wipe windows, clean up spills, and collect your groceries that are delivered to you. It's very, very cool. It's very, very creepy.
That's pretty fucking creepy, dude.
I would love to share this video. It's 38 seconds long. It is bizarre seeing this slave walk around your house.
Well, you want to send it to me and
I
I can
guess.
load it up in the deal? But while you're sending that to me, so back in, I don't remember, it doesn't say what year this took place, but a North American casino experienced a security breach when hackers exploited a vulnerability in an internet-connected fish tank. The smart aquarium designed to automate temperature and feeding schedules served as an entry point for the cyber attack, and then it allowed them to access all of the casino's networks, and they extracted 10 gigabytes of data from an internal server.
What?
Yeah. And it's
That is unreal.
Where was this? I'm trying to see what it was or which one it was. It didn't tell me the actual name of the casino, and that's bothering me. I was just pulling up a news site about it. Dang. Well, it's not giving me it, so that's a big old poop. Well, that's depressing. Anyways, you got anything, buddy?
Yeah, I already sent you that video.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I'll put it to you while I put it up.
Oh, there's. Have you ever seen the I Feel Fantastic video on YouTube?
No.
It is a very creepy robot sitting in a chair that just says over and over again, I feel fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
It's very, very eerie. It's like a 6-year-old video right now. But every time I see an AI robot walking around a house or delivering someone's food that they ordered on DoorDash, that's the only thing that my little brain can think about is I feel fantastic. 'Cause I'm just waiting for it to start talking to me and losing its mind. Oh, I hear Neo in my head.
I'm trying to pull up the right browser so I can make sure it does the right
I can
thing.
hear it chit-chatting with me.
Come
Whoa,
on.
whoa, hey.
There we go. Now it's in there. Okay, let's pull that bad boy up real quick.
Yeah, so this is the Neo. He's wearing a sweater.
You ready?
It is wearing a sweater. Yeah, go ahead.
Ugh. Oh, that's the new the muscular skeletal
Yeah.
setup.
How's this? Perfect.
Oh, someone's gonna end up trying to fuck it.
Yeah, you absolutely know that.
It's gonna be the wife.
It's got a face.
Ew. I don't like this. No.
I kind of,
Dude, I've seen iRobot. Why are we doing this?
I kind of want one.
Don't you fucking touch my car keys.
Why does it sit down?
Ew. Yeah, you don't need to sit. You're a robot. Go use your robot muscles outside. Go lift like bricks or something.
No, I don't want it stronger, dude. Are you kidding me?
It doesn't have like muscle
Go ahead.
tissue.
See, out there lifting boulders and
Oh.
it's drinking protein oil.
Oh my god, it makes corrections, and it's got little like kind of like adjusting the hydraulic settings to increase pressure. It's like, oh, it went to go pick up the back of a car, and it's like, oh, I'm not strong enough. Adjusting, womp. I'd be like, fuck, like, dude, no, I don't want one. Nope, I don't want one.
I'm gonna hold my joke on this one.
That's good. That's probably the best.
I'm gonna hold my joke
I'm
on that
good.
one.
I'm good. I don't want one.
I do. I want one. I don't want to do my laundry anymore.
Dude, that thing's gonna kill you in the middle of the night.
That's fine. I've had a good life.
You're gonna restrain it, and it's gonna go.
hydraulics increase power.
It doesn't even have to. It's connected to all your Wi-Fi shit.
Yeah, it doesn't have to talk. Just
Dude,
does
it probably will fucking backdoor into your computer of your car, and then lock the doors, lock it into the park, and then go and stand outside in the garage with you while your car's running and it's filling it with fucking exhaust and it's just staring at you. And then every time you try to like go to break the glass, it goes, no. And then the moment you break the glass, it will literally probably display on its face, that stupid fucking LED face it's got. And it's probably going to start displaying words saying, if you break glass, I break you.
Oh.
Or it's going to say, well, this won't work out for you. I have a fist and I'll put it in your butt.
It's like, I got a gun, robot. What are you going to do about this
And
gun, huh,
I'm not
dude?
going to lie, dude. I'd rather die of exhaust suffocation than to get a robot to sieve its fist up my butt. I'm good. I'll let myself die from the exhaust fumes, dude.
Mommy, how did Daddy die?
He got Muppeted.
He got AI fisted, dude.
They turned him into a Muppet, sweetie. They turned him into a fucking Muppet.
They call it Fist Dash AI.
Now that, dude, you talked about someone's going to be fucking these things. That's going to happen. It's like, turn it...
You say it with such confidence.
Repeater mode. That's gonna happen, dude. That's gonna happen.
I hate you so much. It's so gross, dude. But no, you're not wrong. Like I can already feel it right now that basically someone's gonna end up like it's gonna be one of those deals where I can see it now. There's a happily married couple, or at least the husband thinks they're happily married, or Uno reverse card, psychological thriller with the twist on the end. Pun intended. But basically, multiple entendres. But basically, you think the wife's about to be unfaithful with the robot, but then you find out she's just consoling to the robot, like she's venting to the robot. The robot just, it's a robot. It's dumb. It just listens. So it's gonna sit there. Well, I say it's dumb. Everything I say about you, I mean about myself. Don't kill me. Sorry. iRobot's a real thing, people.
Be very, very careful.
Listen, we saw Will Smith slap Chris Rock, and we also saw him slap robots. We already saw one of those things happen in real life. Now we gotta wait for the second one to happen. I don't think he's gonna slap a robot though. It's gonna be on us to have to do it. But either way, let's move on to what I'm about to lay out here. So you think that the wife's about to cheat, on the husband, and with this weird pedicure bot. Ooh. And then all of a sudden she goes, well, good night, beep bop boop. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Would you give it a real name?
Fred. I don't like Freds anyway, so
Call him Glorp.
I wouldn't feel bad if I shot it.
Name him Glorp.
Beulah.
You got to call Glorp over to wipe your ass.
I'm gonna name it Beatrice.
Beatrice?
Yeah.
There you go.
Every time she comes by and they'll be like, hey, sup, beet rice? What? Beatrice.
Is that a racial thing?
No. What?
Is that a slur toward Asian descent individuals?
If you want to take it that way, sure. I don't know. That's not what I meant by it. But I didn't say like Patty Fields or any of that bullshit. Come on, man. Like, no. I hate you so fucking much.
It's all jokes.
But
all
no.
Love. It's
but
all
then,
love.
Then she goes to sleep. And it goes to its little couch, as you saw in the trailer. And it sits down. And really, that's actually a special. It's kind of like a Tesla. You have to install the charger. That's where it sits to charge, right? Then it takes itself off the charger because the husband got home. And next thing you know, they're fucking in the garage while he's stuck inside of his car.
Oh, the dad and the husband and the robot?
Yeah. That's ultimate twist in the end, dude.
That's a horny dude.
Yeah. And he died, too, because of, exhaust. He breathed it in.
Talk about erotic asphyxiation, huh? Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Autoerotic fisting asphyxiation.
You couldn't get it out.
Asphyxiation. Oh, dude, we got to move on.
You know how I've been preaching about nuclear energy over the past month now? Maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is finally putting in a 200-acre site of 30 microreactors in Texas.
Oh. Do we know where they're planning on laying it out?
In Haskell County in southeast Texas.
Haskell County?
Yeah.
You could have picked somewhere better, guys.
I know. That's what I was.
I mean, it's cheap as
thinking.
fuck out there, so actually, you picked the bright
They
spot
bought.
for the
They
price.
bought the cheapest.
I'm just kidding.
They probably did it so that they can reach over to SpaceX a little bit better.
Something to keep in mind. That's interesting, though. You said it was in Haskell, right?
Yeah.
So something to keep in mind about that is that in Southeast Texas, when you say Southeast, are we talking like is Haskell all the way down by Louisiana?
I'm trying to find the exact location.
Okay, because if it's anywhere more towards like center east and not really true southeast, and it's like not going into like in the swamp country, because
it's near Dallas.
Okay, so it's basically just East Texas.
It's center. It's center. It's center. It's center Texas. It's right. It's north. It's north central. What an awful. What? No, that's a great spot for it to be.
You guys had one fucking job.
This article is an absolute lie.
You had one fucking job and you did it wrong.
In Southeast Texas? No, that's north central.
People are retarded.
That's embarrassing.
They're geographically declined.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half west west of Fort Worth.
No, you were just calibrating, dude. You're like, dude, you have to take your phone into the remember when you had to do that shit? That's all you're doing. You're like, boom, booted. Got it.
I'm glad you caught it on camera too, so everybody can see my stupid brain.
You know what, dude? I relate to it because I do the same thing with my eyes when people talk to me. It's how I a lot of people think
what?
A lot of people
what?
Yeah, a lot of people just think I'm rolling their eyes at them. They're right most of the time, but actually they're right all of the time. But that's all I got.
Are you done with the show?
What?
Are you done?
Dude, I got a lot of things I could talk about.
I'm very.
Let me tell you about toads. I don't like toads, dude. One,
that is my dog.
There was all that shit growing up. When you're a kid, they're like, "Don't touch the toads. You're gonna get the warts on your fingers. They're gonna piss on your hands. You're gonna get warts everywhere, and then you're not gonna be able to touch nothing because you touch it, you're gonna spread fucking this weird disease thing, and it's gonna look gross because you've seen a big old fat wart before. No one wants that." Turns out that's not actually true, right? But anytime I saw a fucking toad near me when I was a kid, I was so scared of getting fucking warts because all of a sudden it would be like right next to me because where we lived at the time. Bro, I was the toad punting connoisseur, dude. Anytime it hopped towards my foot, I was like, and I kicked it.
God, I gotta take these headphones off when you do that next time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Warner Brother. Warner Brother, like the TV show and the movies.
The house Batman built.
This is the house that Batman built, dude.
He pretty much did, dude. Come on, man. Warner Brothers would have been struggling way harder if they didn't have the rights to Batman. Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why out of all the DC characters, other than Superman, Batman, he's literally the cash cow. Pretty much. You make a Batman movie, everyone's going to go see it.
Oh, yeah, Batman rules.
Like
That's
that.
why. Because
now, Superman, that's not completely true.
Batman's relatable. Superman is not relatable.
That's true.
I can die.
I don't know. Like in one, I remember one comic book or I think it was like old cartoon episode where Lex Luthor took like a chunk of like a kryptonite rock and shoved it in
his ass.
His Kryptonian ass, dude. Dude, you're a lightning bug now. Your ass is glowing. No, he like took a rock and like, it like shoved it into his mouth basically and like clenched his mouth shut. That killed me too if someone shoved a rock down my throat. I'd suffocate too. I mean, that's relatable. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean,
besides, no one likes a Boy Scout. That's too goody two
Superman's just
shoes.
fun. That's just fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Batman, he's like dark and brooding. He's like, you want to know? Every time he sees a hot chick, he's like, you want to know my secret identity? I don't blame him. He's getting laid left and right. He's like, hey, you want to know my secret identity?
You want to know my deepest?
That's the biggest dude. Well, what's the? There's a YouTube channel. I think it's called How It Should Have Ended. And if you don't watch How It Should Have Ended, go watch it. It's the hilarious shit. And he makes fun of every single comic book character, like every movie that comes out. And my favorite thing is what he does with Batman, because he always has Batman change his flavor, basically, of like how he looks depending on what, movie has come out. And it's hilarious because like he'll randomly just like pop up and he'll be like Christian Bale's Batman. And he'd be like, and no one can understand him. He's like, but no, the greatest joke that they have going in there is he always like, every time there's a hot chick that comes around, that's his biggest weakness. So he's fighting Emperor Palpatine and all the evil people, all the bad characters, and he's winning. And they're like, how the fuck is one mortal, like, Batman kicking everyone's ass, even Darth Vader's ass? Made no sense, because all of a sudden Thanos is there, and all of a sudden Batman pulls out the Infinity Gauntlet. Where the fuck did he get it? He just has it, right? Then all of a sudden Emperor Palpatine's like, he's like, I know your one weakness. And all of a sudden all these hot chicks just are coming out, and he's like, do you want to know my secret identity? And then he loses because he just like he has.
I'm a billionaire, Bruce Wayne.
He has to have sex with all the women. It's funny. I mean, relatable. I mean,
That's relatable, huh?
I mean, for typical dudes,
it is more relatable than Superman. I'll give you that, huh?
Yeah, dude. Like if I was a vigilante and I saved my wife, right? She didn't know it was me.
But do you want to know my secret?
I'm keeping the mask on. She'll fucking be mad at me for being a vigilante, dude. She'd be like, do you know what would have happened if you gotten arrested? But I was like, man, I didn't save you to get griped at. I said, like,
You could have got hurt. We don't have medical bills. What the hell? You vigilante my ass.
the only thing I could probably think to say would be, you want to know my secret identity?
So
I know your secret identity.
So now there are private companies launching lunar orbiters to the moon right now.
Whoa.
There's supposed to be one on March 6th that lands there, which would be very, very cool, and a first step to be able to send humans there.
That's cool.
So they're having a race to see who can land there first, and then get the funding, and then start putting people and things on there. Very fun.
Yeah, I saw this deal. I'm checking the bookmarks real quick.
It's named
If it will
Athena.
Load. What the hell is going on? Well, this is dog poo. Whoa.
It loaded for me, dude.
That's weird. I don't know what's going on with X right now, but it's not letting me do crap. What a bunch of...
Look at that, dude.
Well, good for him. Losing that body
Look at a
weight.
bookmark. Stop looking at him.
Or I'm trying to... There it is. It was distracting. There was a... I'm trying to... Oh, there it is!
That's very fun.
I should share that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
share.
should show the end before we leave.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That'd be excellent. Have you seen that they're trying to make a new C19 virus in China right now?
Wait, repeat that again?
They're trying to make another C19 virus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, a bunch of bullshit. I ain't playing that game again.
No, absolutely not. It's called the HCOV-COV2. Now, already infect human cells and related to a virus with a 30% fatality rate. So they're trying it again.
Hey, did you hear? Sorry, this is back to random news. I just saw it because I bookmarked it. But did you hear about Gene Hackman
Yeah,
and his wife
mummified,
and his dog all found dead?
wrapped in bandages,
Yeah. Like,
with pills scattered everywhere.
someone did that to
It
them.
sounds like a murder.
Yeah, that's straight up a murder. And I wonder... I heard... Now, I don't know if Gene Hackman's attached to this at all or involved. One, What's that noise? Oh, it's that. You can hear it.
I was trying to hear the song.
But no, so it's like he passed away. I heard this rumor a while back, and it had to do with the Epstein stuff. Whenever Epstein got arrested, apparently, before he got arrested, like I'm talking about several months prior, and I don't know who was all involved because it was never known. But apparently there was some... The one of the biggest rumors going around was, which I'm more inclined to believe, is because in the rumor is that there was some old school high profile actors that were like the name house, like the big house names back in the 80s and 70s and going in, in the 90s. And they apparently were part of the reason why Epstein got exposed and caught, because they found out, apparently they found out the truth of what Epstein was doing with Ghislaine Maxwell and with their whole thing. And I'm trying to remember the order of events of this one rumor. But the rumor, to continue the rumor, though, to explain it, was apparently that they tried to notify people that back a long time ago, we're talking like in the 90s, in the late 90s or something, but no one would listen, and they basically were getting threatened, right? Because they didn't actually have evidence. And then the rumor, this is where the rumor expands farther, and it was basically saying that there was these high-profile actors from the 80s and 70s and 90s, old school conservatives, by the way, were collecting the receipts, like collecting the evidence covertly over years to stop this. And so in the rumor mill, Mel Gibson was one of them, which I believe because Mel Gibson, they cut him off on live air. Do you remember this?
Yeah, absolutely.
He started name dropping and exposing all these pedophiles and all this stuff that are in Hollywood. Now, if you don't follow Mel Gibson and you're a young whippersnapper tuning in and you don't know shit about the Road Warrior, well, you should. Go watch Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. And of course, watch Road Warrior, which is awesome. The Road Warrior says it must be true. But Mel Gibson basically got exiled. Don't get me wrong. He went through a rough patch, alcohol, whatever. But that man is a devout Christian, and he has a certain set of moral convictions. And he has been very adamant and has always tried to expose this shit. And he always got cut off, muted, taken away, the works. Well, since he is still doing that, he has never stopped. His name was in that rumor mill bucket. Same with Gene Hackman. Now, the rumor is that I remember. Now, I'm not saying that Gene Hackman was, part of this group that was trying to expose all the horrible things. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just telling you what I remember hearing. But the fact that this has happened, it really made me sad. I got super sad. Dude, he's Lex fucking Luthor. If you don't know that, then you don't deserve to be liking comic book movies. Because he is literally the original. He's the first real live action Lex Luthor with Christopher Reeve. You act alongside of him. Greatest Superman movie ever made. It changed the course of history. It was a monumental moment. And it's also Gene Hackman, man. He's been in so many huge movies. The Unforgiven, what was it? The Quick and the Dead. Like the lists go on and on. He is an amazing actor, but also he seems like he's a really good human being. Everything about him.
Have you heard about how he was found?
No. I don't know all the specifics.
So he was found in the mudroom as if he had fallen. His hands and his feet were wrapped in bandages and mummified.
My son is calling me.
Oh, yes. Bye, everybody.
1 second. 1 second.
You're muted.
Hey, bud. I am doing a podcast. There we go. A little visit from the family.
That was cute. That's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I muted both mics, so they couldn't hear
That's
us.
fair. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything else, but
his hands and feet
the
are both
details.
mummified. The dog, which was a German Shepherd, was found about 15 feet away from him. His wife was found in the bathroom with a space heater that had fallen as she had fallen, and pills scattered everywhere in the bathroom.
Was she wrapped up too?
No.
What?
Yeah. So they did a precursory search over their bodies. There's no carbon monoxide poisoning found. They're still doing a toxology report to see what's going on. They are not suspecting foul play, but they're not saying that it wasn't. They're not counting that out.
Wait. So Gene Hackman was wrapped up.
His hands and feet, yes, mummified.
And she was dead?
They're both dead. Yes,
I know, but
they
what was the
had
state she was
both
found
been
in?
dead for about 11 days.
But she wasn't wrapped up or bound.
No,
What about the dog? And the dog was dead too.
the dog was not wrapped either.
But the dog was dead.
Yep. They had 3 dogs. Only 1 died.
Where were the other 2?
Outside.
Just locked out. Something doesn't add up.
And they weren't big dogs. They're just like little dogs. The German Shepherd was killed.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Unless...
It all sounds very fishy. I know that he was an old man. He was like 90-something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very possible that he just had like sores on his hand, that he kept bandages on at all times.
Oh, so his hands weren't bound together.
No, they were mummified, wrapped with like bandages.
Oh.
And his feet were the same. Not bound.
Okay, I was making sure.
Mummified, wrapped in bandages.
Yeah, he was like a mummy wrap on his hands.
So it's very possible that he's had sores that were from like being too old and your skin just rips really easy. That's very possible. Or they were like tortured and like burned or whatever. That's all speculation, right? I don't know. We don't know.
That's weird.
So they're still looking into it. They were dead for a while.
That's weird, man.
So
it's sad though.
it's incredibly sad. My heart goes out to their family and anybody who's involved. And if you're a big fan, my heart goes out to you as well. And if you're just now joining us, holy shit, that's an awful place to join us, but welcome. And I believe we're going to be calling it here as well.
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
Hour 45. Hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Thank you all for joining us. You can save this number in your phone. You can easily call us anytime. You can leave us a voicemail at any time you'd like.
Yeah.
Monday through Sunday. Call us when we're not live. Leave a voicemail, whatever you want to say. It's on your head at that moment. We'll play it live on air. Yeah, give us a call. It's perfectly fine. No need to be not shy or nervous. It can be entirely anonymous. It's going to ask you for a name. You can say, not giving it to you. You can say, fuck you. You can say whatever you want. It's fine.
Well, man, I got nothing else, and I'll leave you guys with this. Thank you for tuning in, unless you want to say goodbye.
Don't you dare pull what you did last week on me.
I'm not. Did you want to say bye?
Bye, everybody.
Oh, my bad. There you go. The camera's on.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. But no, I'll leave you with this. Thanks for tuning in. This was like an impromptu episode. We were busy all week, so it was really just kind of touching on news, and obviously we kind of made some jokes there at the end. But, you know, I'll leave you guys with a piece, just a piece of transparency. I am not, dude, I can't talk
Transparency.
Transparency.
Are you going to pull up that video of them playing Risk?
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure that.
We can keep going. We keep getting people here. And hey, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, so, damn it. People are tuning in.
Well,
go ahead.
I was going to say, close this out.
Yeah, well, I just want to be very transparent. You know, I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
Oh, my God.
Boom. Threw one in there at the end, dude.
Play that video of them.
Oh, yeah.
Of them playing Risk.
Yeah.
That'll be a good close.
I got you. Now, that's not it.
It was on X. You had it saved in a bookmark.
Okay, yeah. Let me pull it up real quick. I want you guys to see this as the way out because it's quite entertaining. There it is. I don't know how to make that any bigger without it causing a problem.
I gotcha.
But let me bring this over here, and then you guys can see it. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to throw this on here. It doesn't matter. Let me throw it in here. Oh, wrong one. That's not the right one. That's not right. Oh, it's gone.
Anyway,
it's
bye,
gone.
everybody.
Anyways, no, I got this. It's fine. No, I'm just kidding. I don't got this.
I just reposted it. Go check our profile out.
Yep,
Y'all have
posted
a wonderful evening.
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
This will be live on Thursday. If you missed it, go ahead and follow us on all platforms, audio-based, Spotify, Apple, you name it. We'll be there. See you guys later. See you next week.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.